G'day everybody, g'day YouTube, g'day Patreon members. Welcome to another Flyover live stream. I guess we're up to what are we up to? Number 29, cool. So, nice clear, a little bit of cloud around today, but a bit of wind today. We're in the 172 today, so the wind should be not too much of a problem. I see a cloud out there that I hope we get to see through the clouds. Nice plane on the screen there. That's just a plane parked nearby. I believe it's a Pilatus. I believe that's the biggest single-engine commercial passenger plane available too. We're up to doing a run-up, so warming up the engine, checking the temperatures and pressures, and going through pre-flight take-off checks, make sure everything checks out, make sure the plane's responding properly, probably doing magneto checks and probably even constant speed unit checks on the variable pitch propeller, making sure everything's operating as it should and all the revs and everything are doing what they should do. Checking takeoff trim and just doing a quick briefing of the flight, and then off we go, up onto runway 13. Should be a fairly sterile cockpit right now. I mean, you're not talking about the family so much, but concentrating on flying. Well, that's how it is in a commercial flight anyway. Okay, off we go. Lined up, full power, and away we go.
Up and away.
Take-off roll. There's the piano bar, piano keys. The 172 is fairly quick to get off the ground. There we go, we're airborne. Oh, hang on, not quite. Now we're airborne.
Oh, Mauricio just posted in chat that they took off less than 5 to 10 seconds, and the winds are brutal.
Yeah, taking off into wind, yeah. You already got half your airspeed sitting on the ground, yep. You can see it's a bit bumpy, so the airplane getting rocked around a bit. Actually getting rocked around a fair bit.
Yeah, and we're even in the 172, so the wind must be just terrible today.
172 is still a fairly light aircraft. It's still a small plane.
For sure. So, Jake, what are you most looking forward to seeing in the pictures today?
Well, number one thing for me is looking down in that flame trench to see how I held up for that test against the test the other day. I should imagine it's pretty good, but it'd be nice to see exactly how he did.
I think we might see some slight discoloration, but that'd be probably expected. I think the coolest bits will be on the edges of the flame trench, where it's not being directly protected by water, but there is still significant, thermal.
And speaking of that static fire, does anybody have an idea on what some of those little parts and pieces that were flying out into that little side pond that we all saw on video?
I'm pretty sure that's just debris sitting around about, what was it, 3 seconds, but SpaceX seems to be happy.
I believe it was 5 seconds, but yeah.
It was rather brief, I'll give you that. It was a very short static fire.
Yeah, I just thought there would have been a bit more of a shakedown than that, but yeah, we said SpaceX seems to be happy enough.
There was a question in chat wondering why we can't hear the airplane.
And I just answered because you wouldn't want to. Oh. It's loud and obnoxious.
Just saw it after I asked. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's very loud and humdrummy, and yeah, you wouldn't like it.
I don't think you'd hear any distinct airplane sounds. It would just be very noisy and rattly.
I think you can give them a taste of the sound though, can't you, Matt? You've got the audio, don't you?
I can. Give me just 1 second here.
My headphone warning.
Yeah. Well, I've lost me. Hang on.
Wait, if you've lost you, we're all in trouble.
a little jumpy at the moment. So yeah, as you can see, it's a little annoying.
Those white structures near one of the entrances at the airport storage lot, they look quite familiar. They're sort of like work stands that fit around something.
Those things. Ah, you can't see much. Can you?
6186 can shows them fairly well.
What? Sorry, what was that number?
6186.
Testing my sound again. Can you guys hear me in chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, those there, Stepping right below your cursor.
Yeah, they do look like something we've seen before.
Oh God, I think Discord's on one.
Yeah, I think that was just a slight hiccup. Oh, ooh.
I'm
you
gonna have to
do-
shut my video.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I'll look at it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's Discord being great as always.
Jacob Buzza was asking, is the weather better this time?
Yes. Whoa, wow. Holy moly. Indy. Yeah, the weather looks better. It's windy. It's different. The weather's different today. I don't know about better or not, but it's definitely different. I think we're going to get less cloud today, at least.
And then we also want to thank David Richter for the $100 donation. He says, have a great flight. Thanks for what you do. Thank you, David Richter. You make all of this possible. You and everybody in chat.
Yeah, seriously.
And in
thank you
Patreon
so
and in
much.
Discord.
And if you guys haven't, be sure to like the stream. That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah, leave
Yeah,
a
we got
comment
some,
after the live.
After last week's request for comments in our YouTube videos, we've been getting heaps of good comments, so really appreciate that, everybody, and they've been really nice comments, so thank you very much for your feedback. Wow, $100, Dave, that's awesome. Good on you. That's really valued. Thank you.
I've got to say, this storage lot is looking a heck of a lot more organised these days. Although I don't know how long it's going to stay like that.
Yeah, just wait till they start rebuilding Pad 1, I think. They're going to get an influx of deliveries. On that topic, though, I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen some more work on Pad 1's OLM now. Just in terms of the timeline of Pad 2's OLM.
I mean, we still haven't seen the OLM for the first Stick 37 pad either, so although that's slightly more behind that pad.
Speaking of OLM pieces, maybe look at the port photos.
Oh?
Yeah.
I can't actually find where the... It's not just me being a little bit stupid, but I can't find where the Google Drive is.
I think it's up in Flyover, isn't it?
Yep. It's
There we go. Flyover schedule.
It's in Patreon
there we
lands
go.
too.
There we go. Found it.
Oh, wow, yeah, there is actually an OLM piece sitting at the port.
hey,
Just as I say that, I will it
Yeah,
into
there's
existence.
Wow, that's pretty big.
What is it? Is it not like the...
What picture number? 6272.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at as well. I guess they're shipping them in then, or surely not.
Well, I mean,
Oh, there it
oh
is.
wow, yeah.
I wonder if there's going to be anything sitting at Sanchez, because that piece there is from the upper level.
Yeah, that's a big old chunk right there.
Is that not?
Woohoo.
I mean, that I feel like I mean, it's big, but I don't know if that's big enough to constitute being shipped.
Just depends where they're making them.
Does that mean
They're
they're
making
making them
them
at
for.
Florida?
That's what I was just about to say, Steph. I think they're making them in Florida and shipping them in.
Well, I mean, I suppose with Florida, their GSE kind of production area is going to be a lot more busy, so they might as well just kind of make them there and send them over.
That's the thing. I'm wondering if this has actually been shipped in, or if they're just using this as a storage lot, and this has actually been trailered in.
And if that's been shipped in, you'd think there'd be more than one piece on the barge, wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, there's two pieces there, so we would have spotted it, on the cams if they go into Sanchez.
And for those
It's on
who
a
don't,
trailer.
for those who don't know, Jake, what is that part specifically? Where does it go on the OLM? They are asking in chat.
So the new design OLM is made of 3 levels. You've got the lower level, which is the sort of square-shaped structure. Then you've got the second level, which creates that circular opening in the middle, and that second level is what houses the all the arms and the hold down clamps. And that particular piece there will be one of these side pieces. I think that's a side piece.
Yeah, that's where.
I think that's the best shot I've got of it. So yeah, what you're seeing is the inside and outer side of the upper deck, aren't we? So that's like basically underneath the locks, BQD sort of piece, isn't it, Jake?
Yeah.
That's the one. Yep.
Might actually.
And on the upper layer. So there's the bottom layer, which is sort of square with a massive big square hole, and there's the second layer, which is the circular hole in the middle, and then there's the deck. There's the thin deck on top. Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see a little bit more kind of pre-production done on them, because if you remember when the first OLM pieces arrived, for Pad 2, a lot of the holes for like the clamps and also on the clamps weren't cut, so we might see a lot more of that pre-production done now.
I could see that being the case. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
We found out the company that makes the clamps, don't we? Because one of them, there was a photo leaked of the clamps before they actually arrived at Starbase, if I'm remembering correctly.
I can't remember the name of the company though, but I know what you're talking about. Were those 2 trailers there last week, or have they just turned up?
Let me look. So they're more of those transport SPMTs, aren't they? The ones you can tow along.
Yeah, the trailer version.
I think they have been on the storage slot on Highway 4.
And the OLM piece is on a trailer too.
I was going to say, would they transfer that from that trailer to the modular trailers? But then I don't see why they'd need to do that, though. That's the only thing.
Let me see.
Maybe it's just a weight issue, possibly.
I mean, that's certainly great news for Pad 1 if they're starting the OLM. I'm trying to think. They didn't they start Pad 2s in like, was it April 2024? No, that's.
Oh heck, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm a little confused about why parts from the second level are showing up already.
They might have finished, or at least are heavily under construction of the first layer, to be honest.
No, those trailers weren't there last week.
So I wonder if they're related to that OLM section, and maybe maybe.
So, question was it from Yazado? How do we know it's an OLM piece? It looks like anything else. Well, one very distinctive feature is this framework, this shape of the steel in here. That's very unique, and we noticed that on the first OLM. So this, especially this diagonal through here, this is a very unique shape and very easy to recognise. And also, it's a wedge shape. There's a lot of things that point to it being an OLM piece. And yeah, someone say yes, April 24 from Wilbo Baggins.
And I'll
Steph, if you
add.
look in Patreon Lounge, if you look in Patreon Lounge, Ryan Hansen Space posted something might help us visualize what you're talking about with that piece.
That's perfect, Ryan.
And I was going to add, it also helps that we spend hours on end every week looking at these parts and pieces and stuff. So
yeah, it
makes it easier.
It's a graft.
Yeah, it's a good one from Ryan Hansen, who, speaking of, will be on the weekly tomorrow. We have Zach hosting, and we have Ryan Hansen coming in. So yeah, it'll be a good one.
Oh, that's going to be down a bit, isn't it? It's going to be down a bit in his speed. My X-links don't work properly up Discord.
You could just copy the image or save the image from the embed.
I could.
I was just having a look to see if we got a different angle of that OLM piece. Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, I can't see a different angle now.
We've nearly got it looking from face on, but it's like just off the side of the photo.
I wonder if we're going to see a bunch of pieces starting to be staged at like the Brown lot, since it was just extended, and maybe the lot across the street, and the other one near Ad Astra, since those are kind of getting a little light on materials, just slightly.
It's possible.
OLM parts?
Yeah,
yeah, just for staging, just because Sanchez doesn't have a huge amount of space sometimes.
I mean, if they're gonna bring in the first level, they're gonna go straight to Sanchez. You might as well start building it.
Correct, but that's why that's the only reason I say that is because we're seeing a separate levels piece over at the port. So just thinking maybe they might be stacking up the second and third levels.
I was just gonna.
I've got a feeling they're gonna gather up all the second level pieces at the port where that first one is now, and then probably bring them all together on the modular trailers at a later date, maybe.
Yeah, pull them all at once and just have a massive convoy, a bunch of parts.
Yeah,
well, it's better to have them staged than wait for them. So.
Although actually, I don't think they'll get much. I don't think they'll get much out of actually bringing them as one big convoy. I don't think they'll be able to put them into place quick enough.
We also want to thank Stumpy for his 5 gifted memberships, and also Martin for his 5 gifted memberships. Thank you both so much.
Just gonna make a comment that that ship Thrussim stand is looking mighty fine now. Very nice. I wonder what they're doing with the booster stand, or if it's just kind of checkouts or storage. Oh, Discord, we love you. Always loving to kick us out.
Looks like there's some liquid there. I wonder if they've already done some cryo. I haven't noticed anyone on any of the chats say or.
No, we would have seen it.
We actually did a test.
We definitely would have seen if they cryoed it. Actually, is that an insulated hose at the bottom, or is that actually frosted?
I don't know why
Oh,
they
it
would
looks
be
like
testing that
insulation.
right now. They're not going to test it until everything's hooked up, and I bet it's going to be a bit before everything's hooked up.
That's
Because
just
they've had
Yeah, it's
matches closed a lot lately.
Looks like they got the rods in. I can see a lot of rods down there.
And most of the
Yeah.
rods are in. They're still having to hook up some actuators, though.
Other
And
side actuators.
I think, and Mauricio would have to go around the other side, but I think they added a patch of tiles to 39.1.
I was gonna say if we got a good angle of the of that, see what the hell's going on there.
What? Why?
Yeah, there's a new black square that's appeared with long range shots on 39.1. It's facing away from us. It's facing towards the nitrogen tanks. It
But
could be
why?
media at SpaceX.
Okay, I'll send an email now. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
you can't ask
probably
for
want
that.
to.
Has
They probably want to see if any tiles are going to pop off when they go to crash test the thing.
maybe.
has anyone actually just tried that? You know, just being open with SpaceX,
They
being like, hey,
used
what's
to
this?
they used to accept emails from that, and then they sent out an update at some point. This was several years ago, where they said we are no longer accepting emails through this email or something like that. Like we're no longer accepting stuff like that. Basically, they
Oh.
said stop sending us stuff. We don't care anymore. That's basically what they said. I think people were
Leave us
giving them
alone.
ideas, and they're like, "Nope, we don't care." It's
That
SpaceX.
the what's it called? The
Oh.
natural gas, liquid natural gas facilities coming along well. They're not selling to SpaceX, are they?
No, that's all supposed to be exported out of the country.
There's more
I mean,
water over here.
it's a bit ridiculous, you know, building that massive you know, liquid natural gas plant next to a massive consumer.
Well, no, that's SpaceX isn't that big of a consumer compared to the size of that plant. SpaceX is nothing. Like SpaceX is a drop in the bucket for who they're selling to. They're not selling to companies. They're selling to countries. That's what that's for. It's basically Europe.
I wonder how many full stacks that thing can hold. A couple?
Tens of thousands.
No.
Yes.
What's the scale of that thing?
Even just a year's worth, I think, out of that. I forget the numbers. What it was. I forget how many with 5 trains. I forget how much they could make. But I basically the Starship program could never hope to use the natural gas out of that plant, even with a year's supply from that plant. They could never hope to use it almost the entirety of the Starship program. Unless the Starship program is going to launch like 1,000 times a year for the next, like, I don't know, 30 years.
Come on, SpaceX, do it.
Hey.
I do want to apologize to our viewers right now. I know that the view is a little choppy, but we're just having issues because of the wind speeds and stuff. And they are having to fight it pretty hard with the power of the plane and everything. So that's kind of why we're getting a little bit of Starlink issues. So I just want to apologize for that and let everybody know what's going on and why it keeps dropping out on us.
So on that, we're heading into the wind right now, or ish. The wind's sort of on their side a little bit. So ground speed back down to 76 knots. I'd say, Matt, it's dropping out. These downwind legs, when they got some downwind vector, they're going way over 100 mile an hour. Because the wind must be up around 20 knots, maybe, at least, up there. Maybe even 30 knots up there.
Said 34.
34 knots, wow. Yep.
This is going to make you laugh. They've started putting up a scaffolding staircase next to the truss structure at Marcy's.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Are you serious? I'm dead
SpaceX
serious.
loves scaffolding. It's ever so slightly ridiculous.
Oh, where at the flame trench.
Yeah.
That's silly.
And they don't seem to have added any more of the permanent stairs yet. This thing. Oh,
God,
yeah,
Well,
no.
the next step is to get everything ready for Ship 40. That's the next step. Which,
Yeah.
at this rate, I mean, we'll see, but at this rate, 40 is likely to be cryoed and back in the bay probably before 20 is even fully stacked. Even though they
Probably,
Maybe
yeah.
before Flight 12, even, Ryan, perhaps.
Oh, 40 will be cryoed before Flight 12. I have no doubt about that one. Flight 12 is still weeks away, like
Yeah,
several weeks. Still at least like 3 or 4 weeks.
Be happy, Ryan. All right, we just be happy. Be optimistic. Like 2 weeks at max.
Yeah. Okay. No.
We can
Not gonna be.
Ryan doesn't do optimistic.
we can see those pipe pieces over there staged right next to the flame trench there to extend it over to the new locks pond. To the right.
Over
There you
here,
go.
yeah.
Yep.
That's surprising.
That's seeing that one with the elbows on the end of it. It just gives a good sense of scale about how big that drop is off the edge there, next to the flame trench.
Have you? They haven't even started work on the on the OLM. They're just getting pieces ready, apparently.
Is that really the height of that step? You reckon, Jake?
I think so. Yeah, that's the only place I can see that piece going.
Yeah, it's same. That's what I was. Yeah, I know. It's the same. Yeah.
Well, actually, no. There should be another elbow attached on one end of that to go around the corner.
To turn
you-
opposite of that. Yeah.
You
but
think
that
they're
could be
just gonna
done
flip
later.
that corner that it has right now? Just flip it around, maybe.
Yeah, that could. Yeah, they could just do that.
If they unbolt, depends because it depends what the other end's on. They may not have to cut it or whatever. Or is that a flange? That might be a flange joint there.
Yeah, I think
That
it's
whole lot can be
flanged.
unbolted. It can be unbolted at the that end there.
Cool. Have we got some Sanchez photos yet?
Yeah, like they haven't. No work on the OLM yet. Which is ever so slightly surprising.
So Ryan, have you caught up on your sleep yet from this week?
I mean, I got sleep. The annoying part is waking up for the road closure and then sitting and waiting for SpaceX to get up off their butt and actually start the tank farm for a couple of those days. Like it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna wake up, be ready for when the road closes. Oh, it's not gonna close till like 2 p.m. Thanks, SpaceX. It's like,
They're definitely
Jesus.
stacking pieces. That's for sure.
So they've got some more of the flame trench buckets. There's lots of stuff here at least, and there's this delivery truck. So they're delivering some stuff. I'm not sure whether it's OLM related or not. They got the booster stand started with some of its slides over here. So things are moving ahead.
And it looks like it is just that one OLM piece at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm just confused about why that's turning up first and not the lower level.
Is that a new tent up there too? That little one at the top?
Maybe.
I don't remember seeing that. I mean, it could have been there last week and we just didn't see it, but
Oh no, there's always been tents over here.
That little
one. I
one.
really wonder. I was just saying, I really wonder if they're actually going to finish this the grid fin testing before Flight 12, or if that's more of a Flight 13 catch thing.
We got a couple of weeks. Well, the grid fin testing is not really about catching; it's more about the aerodynamic loads on re-entry. The forces that catching puts on those grid fins is nothing compared to what it takes on re-entry. Like seriously.
I mean, at this point, I think it's just better to fly it.
That's on
No,
the Porsche, Matt.
no, don't just fly it. That's
Just
that.
just
Okay.
wing it, wing it, wing it.
That's
Be fine.
reckless and stupid, is what it is to
I'm
do.
just
something
saying,
like
Yeah,
are you saying SpaceX has never been reckless or stupid?
that. Yeah,
let's
well,
let's maybe step away from being reckless and like that. That's
They've been doing.
not at this
Listen,
point in the program.
they've been doing a great job with stepping away from being reckless, but like sometimes it's just gonna get old habits,
Let me just refer you to what happened at most of last year when they decided to be reckless.
and just
Don't know
push
what you're on
and push
about.
headlong and just push headlong into a new block, and then
Flight
it
10
blows
and
up a
11 were
bunch.
great. Flight 10 and 11 were great.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really excuse what happened before. What happened the near 8, not 10 months before, basically.
I'm sort of surprised they didn't get more trouble for all that.
Flight 1, Rick, Flight 1, anybody?
Oh, that I'm surprised they didn't get nailed to the cross for that. I mean, with
I mean,
the net.
we can go through a lot of the things they've done in this program and like point out where it's been bad. It's
Ryan,
it's got a spotty track record.
Are you saying that you would have done some things differently?
Do we
Maybe.
do we need to schedule a marathon stream for that?
Probably.
Yes.
We could write a book.
There's a booster up.
Hey, Matt. Not just a marathon stream, but a marathon stream in 3 parts.
Oh yeah, to go over every little thing that we've seen. Yeah, to every little mistake, every little failure, whether it's vehicle or flight or anything, any little GSE failure. Boy, we could spend several streams going through all of that.
SM4.
There's the booster off the RLM and
the countless times they had to replace the pumps on the original farm or orbital farm.
Oops, I dropped my COPV.
The original water tank.
Oh god, that thing.
Y'all know this is a test facility, right? They're supposed to figure stuff out here, so there's going to be lots of mistakes.
Yeah, there is, but
some of the mistakes.
That's all part of learning.
What are you doing?
What Ryan just said.
I mean, is it really mistakes, or is this people making assumptions after the fact of what they think actually happened?
Alex.
Hey,
yes,
today.
Alex, yes. The answer is yes to that.
So it's one that my biggest peeves with the community is they like to speak in absolutes about a lot of things. They are completely clueless about the realities of the situations.
Because I'm always right, Alex.
You are always right. I didn't say you were wrong. I just said there's the actual reasons, which are different than you being right or wrong.
You said you're absolutely wrong.
No flame trench.
Yeah. Oh, you can't split the plumes. Sorry.
I mean, I think.
Wait. They did that with Saturn V. What?
Again, I'm not the one who made these outlandish claims.
I think if we were to go off SpaceX's worst mistake they made during the entire I'd put it as the Flight 1 no flame deflector, no flame trench, no sound suppression.
I think it was
personally.
They had everything staged. They had the construction teams ready to roll. They needed the flight data. What was more important to them? Demoing something energetically, or waiting 4 months for the deluge to be installed?
I would add to that. It was flipping the coin, hoping that the demo with the rocket wouldn't also destroy your own launch pad.
Yeah.
And the coin flip turned in their favor. Just barely.
I'm so interested to know what the conversation was behind it all. I mean, the one thing I have always been interested in, Ryan, and you might be able to answer this, is with Danger Van, did NSF ever get any like insurance money off that, or was it just all gone?
I have no idea, and I doubt DOS would ever say. I don't know. So,
and
can you? Even at the time, it was still Mary's personal van, though, wasn't it? So,
can you imagine the insurance claim though?
You parked a van in an exclusionary zone.
Yeah, you wouldn't
where
get
a rocket
insurance claim on
testing, I believe that's considered would null your insurance policy
Yeah,
at
that's
that point.
You were accepting the risk by parking it there, so.
So yeah, it's
unless SpaceX is willing to pay for it, but I doubt it. I know they
Why?
reimbursed a lot of the cameras, though. I know they did that. A lot of the
But that
people
was
who've lost
different.
cameras. But yeah, that
because
was
they
different.
brought people in.
Yeah.
Those were on their property, so.
Well,
Danger
and they
van.
invited all those people to put their cameras there. It's different when you do it like that.
Yeah.
And there's an like when the railing and everything got knocked over. I mean, you probably went in with the expectations that this railing would be sturdy and would not get destroyed.
Obliterated.
Yeah. Sorry for just jumping in like a bull in a charging through a china shop.
It's what we do.
You did, but that's your Alex. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. And welcome to the stream, Alex. We've got a bit about All Star cast today. We've got Alex and BJ and Zach's in here as well. Ryan Weber and Ryan Hansen and Jake and Indy and myself. Quite a few of us in here. And the rest of y'all. Chopped liver. That's funny, Alex. Very funny.
I mean,
I just gotta say though, Alex, yesterday, I'm like, all right, I think we got the timings of this tank farm down. Chills down in 1 hour. Like, what?
If I wasn't running out the door, I was going to DM you going, you should revamp that.
Yeah.
And then I got to Sarah's doctor's appointment, and it's like, wait a minute, it's already done?
Yeah. Chilled it down in an hour, loaded it in about 35 minutes. They were done in 95 minutes, and then they from the start of basically chill down till full detank and depress, it took them 3 hours.
Yeah, if they're using fully vacuum jacketed pipes, they have about the same heat loss as their tanks, so like 1% a day, give or take.
I mean, they were doing some chilling stuff pre-sunrise, so that could be part of why it only took them an hour to chill it down once they actually got into testing.
With their cadences, they're going to it'll be easier, and I think one of the reasons they did vacuum jacket it all the way to the final control valves is to maintain those cadences. They'll just keep the lines chilled at all times.
That's a good thought, Alex.
At some point in the future.
And
that's a good thought.
And one of the biggest things is rather than having the grass vent, which would just kind of dump your exhaust out onto the ground and just kind of create a nice big area where you don't really want to go into, they now have the box fan, which dilutes it out, so they can technically run that almost at any point when they want to. They don't need the road closed for that. And they can vent it out, chill down part of it, and then all they have to really do is chill down the methane side and the rest of it.
Well,
which is
the humorous
sort of what we
part
saw yesterday.
That's kind of
is with the box fans and them collecting the LOX bleed for chill down. They're essentially mixing the gaseous nitrogen and oxygen and making air, normal atmospheric air, in the box fan. So they're not having the suffocation risk from, well, you still do from the methane side, but they seem less concerned about those jets since they're quite a bit more energetic coming out of those heat exchangers than they are leaving.
I gotta say though, seeing both of those vents at near max, especially the booster methane vent at max when they were going, when they were actually fueling that thing at full power, was awesome.
2/3. You're forgetting. There's going to be a ship that's also going to be receiving propellant.
Well, I mean, that's a separate vent though. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what.
Yeah.
But the box fan is going to be.
The box fan will be a little bit more powerful, yes, because it'll have an extra vent added to it for the ship side. But Like they're gonna basically on launch day is I mean they'll start some chill down and everything, and then all of a sudden they'll start the methane side. An hour later they'll load the vehicle, and within 30 minutes both vehicles will be fully loaded and they'll launch. They just need to figure some stuff out with the pad, I think is what they need to do. So
Well, I mean, they already have the cheat since Massey's.
Cameron has
Cool.
a question.
Go for it, Indy.
They're wondering what is left to do to make the vehicles ready for flight.
There's a lot of instrumentation they had wired into the engine ECUs, additional sensors that they need to remove. They need to set up obviously on the booster and ships FTSs, booster, fix the speed tape.
yeah, they'll put sheet metal strips in replace of the speed tape is what they're gonna do. So that'll be that. Which will be nice, but that'll take a little bit to just finish off. Shouldn't take too long. Then of course checkouts across the whole vehicle, make sure all the COPVs are good, all the valves are good, all the engines are good. Possibly boroscope some engines. They may have to replace some engines. We don't really know. And then that'll take I think it'll take about 2 or 3 weeks for that. And ship, they'll have to do the same matter of stuff. Whatever other heat shield patches they want to add to it, they'll have to load the payload on board, double check everything. Both should be back out hopefully within 2 or 3 weeks, and then do a full stack test, or maybe a pair of full stack tests, maybe a small load then a wet dress, or just go straight to a wet dress. With the whole stack, and then take a look at that, make sure the tank farm ran well, make sure the vehicle ran well, make sure the water deluge is dialed in, and all that other stuff, and then launch. Well, they need a license too. I don't think the license is good enough for this stack right now. So,
and they'll also probably pop a couple of engines off, send it down to McGregor, and run through their paces there, depending what any of the telemetry data said. If they had any pressure transits or anything interesting to see if it's engine related or if it's ship plumbing related. Because, I mean, this was their first real validation of their fluid model versus how it works in anger.
Yeah, actually attached to a vehicle, yeah. Which is a bit different to the test facility where they're plumbed into a test stand.
Yeah, well, this has a entire field district. I mean, they had the aft stand-in at McGregor's that they were working on for the boosters. I'm assuming startup sequencing, but for actually flowing that amount of propellant through the manifolds it's the first time, other than they probably had again stand-ins at McGregor's that they were running as well at some point.
I wonder if DMHMT's ever heard of the term working anger before. It's not actually about anger, it's more about where something's used in situ where it's supposed to be used in. So like when it's used on a test stand, it's just being tested. When it's actually put on a ship or a booster and actually fired, it's used in anger. It's not about anger, it's about being in situ, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah. And it's just test slang.
Yeah, it's with like airbags. When they're used in anger is when they go off when you've actually had an accident, say for instance.
Yeah. It's a difference between running a simulation and actually running it for real.
Yeah, in real life situation, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just slang.
Yeah, we use that a lot over here too.
Yeah, it's auto racing, it's all over the place.
Yes, yeah.
Got a couple more questions for you guys. Missing Tools is wondering, will the booster be mostly filled when the test ship tanking from the tower SQD?
They'll probably do a wet dress and do them both at once, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
agree.
they'll fill the ship from the ship QD, and then they'll fill the booster obviously from the mount. They'll do their flight load that they're going to do, which is basically what booster did yesterday, which was an underfill. They underfilled the booster, which is not surprising. They've been more. It feels like they've been mostly underfilling them for all these suborbital flights. And with the design of Block 3, it makes it more obvious that it's underfilled.
Yeah.
Like, it makes it way more obvious that that thing is underfilled. So, yeah, the load you saw yesterday during their booster wet dress, which I'm actually kind of surprised they did it separately, but also not, I guess, considering all the other tests they've done with it. But I guess it's because they hadn't really tested the methane site at full power yet, so that's kind of why they did it.
Yeah,
But
it's the only really way they could run it at full tilt.
it looked really cool.
Christopher's
Yeah.
curious, where are the avionics computers and batteries now in V3? On V2, a lot was below the hot stage ring. Wondering where it is now with everything so highly integrated.
On the
Sitting
side.
in the chines. Literally, just about everything's in the chines these days.
The engine ECUs are on each of them, and yeah, you could probably look at 18s aft and try and trace out where the electrical buses are.
Yeah, it's definitely you can see where they were putting down more geotech today.
Okay.
The new road.
The road, yeah.
Yeah, there was some fencing being moved around out earlier as well. I'm not 100% sure what that was for though.
They're probably going to enclose the area where they're building everything by pad 1 from prying eyes.
Maybe.
They'll need a really big tent if they want to keep our prying eyes away. Ground cameras are easy. Cameras in the sky aren't so easy to keep out.
The eye in the evil eye in the sky.
Please don't tempt them.
Yeah.
Right?
Have you seen what they do at Roberts Road?
There's another question.
They build a big scaffold and put a tarp up around the whole thing, don't they?
Yeah, and in the whole. No. At Roberts Road, the OLM, they tented that off completely.
Well,
and
yeah,
they
that was
had,
a rolling
the tent.
thing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It was the rolling thingy.
Yeah.
So I had the sites mixed up. Sorry.
You can see they've poured the base for the new tower base back housing.
I think they were pouring it last week's flyover.
And I got a bit of a theory about what might happen there, though. Although I'm ready to eat crow if I need to. I think some of that housing is going to wrap around the front of the tower base, like single steel panels. That will come off.
You know what they should do? What they should do, because they don't really even use the area either. The tower between, the tower area between the base and the edge of the flame trench wall. Just put like a really thin steel speed core around the front of the tower and fill it in and call it a day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. It'd be doing a bit stuff, yeah.
No.
That embed.
Like protection, like it's just an extra layer of protection for the tower base, because that tower base, while it does have steel plating on it, why not just do that? Yes, Alex?
I can't zoom in for now. There might be another photo soon.
As I rudely interrupted. No, the thing was this base for the sort of annex It's not on piles or anything. It's just a floating mat foundation.
Keep
You
going,
can see
Jake.
though those embeds, yeah, that one and the other one on the other corner. You can sort of see maybe how one part of the embed is past the edge of the tower base. And yeah, I think there's going to be panels that will branch off those around the front of the tower base.
Since it looks like those are they're the speed core beds. Well, we'll know what's a high res if there's a bolt pattern or not. And it looks like they're sheet piling the mouth of the trench.
I don't seem to be getting images through. Sheet piling the mouth of the trench.
They by the tanks, they started putting down the parallel guide walls.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Alex. Those two have been sitting there since the midweek flyover. I think they're just sitting there resting on top of the sheet piles.
We'll see. I saw something in the midweek flyovers that made me think that they're actually going to be installing something there. But friendly wager?
Is the big crane staged for the roof for Tower A?
The methane tanks, for now.
Yay! Finally getting rid of those things.
Because that roof hasn't even been built yet, and they don't really need to do that roof right now. Eventually, it'll get done, but I think that crane's going to do the methane tanks. Then it's going to take the SQD arm off. Then it'll do the roof. I want that SQD arm off like now.
And probably lower in the replacement propellant and high pressure lines.
Yeah, if you got a crane tall enough, you might as well use it, right?
Yeah, just strip off the top and just lower them all in.
Yeah, because they didn't use a really tall crane over at 39A, but if you've got one available, it might be easier to use that. So
yeah, it's easier to weld long on the ground than it is.
Yeah, weld large sections and then lower them through the tower, basically.
Yeah.
There was a question that asked how long till both ship and booster. How long will both ship and booster take to fill?
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Total. Well, I gotta say, Alex, or anyone else is here, I am really curious how quick ship will take because they loaded ship in 20 minutes over at Massey's, and that has like half the pumping capacity as the launch site.
Yep.
So, are they going to do it in like 10 minutes?
Or
15?
They could.
The ship,
and they
I
have
think,
way more subcooling capacity too.
Yeah, I think the ships will. They want a colder load, so they might go slightly slower, so they don't have to burn so much helium. Well, I shouldn't say burn, bubble away so much helium, keeping the tanks cold.
I guess we'll find out how fast they really go with it, but I would assume that the closer it is to the T0, and depending on how quickly they actually want to do it, will set the right temperature for that it'll be at 2.5 minutes into flight for engine ignition. Yeah.
Yeah, in a weird way, the booster side looks like it's still, in my opinion, at some point they're going to go to slushy propellant loads for the booster. The ship, it's kind of not needed.
You mean really cold?
Loads? Yeah, like
yesterday they before they loaded, about like a quarter or a third of the tank had already condensation on it. Like they were doing that cold gas thing they did at Massey's, although they didn't do it fully. It's kind of odd.
Wouldn't it make more sense to do like the super chilled whatever, or slushy, whatever you want to call it, on the ships instead it will be in orbit, and versus the boosters back at the launch site, ideally within like 10 minutes?
The booster, you'd be doing it for the 8 to 10% additional air quotes propellant capacity. The ship, since you don't, it's going to be refueled, they'll probably mainly store that at saturation, not.
Yeah, because you want basically you're the reason to do that is to literally get every single ounce of performance out of the booster as humanly possible. The ship, while you want to get as much performance out of that, it's not going to really matter that much, of course, when you're in orbit and you're having to refuel, and you're not going to get that kind of thing in orbit. So what's the point? But booster, you load that in 30 or less, and then it goes through that in 2.5 minutes, and then 6 minutes later it's back.
Yeah.
Or so. Like, yeah.
Is that still level 5 going up? Is it on the Gigabyte, BJ?
Yeah, it's still 5.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's with finally that flyover from Max. It's like it's fun to see the differences, and boy, it's really, really weird to see the amount of room they have between where the partitions end and the top, where the transfer aisle bridge cranes are. It's weird. It's a lot of room. Like open
over here.
Yeah, because the partition, the 3 rows of partitions that are on the maintenance stands, the non-stacking stands, they're like 74 meters. They're like 3 meters taller than what version 4 ship is slated to be.
Yeah.
Which
And
other than like getting to a forward section of a booster, you don't like the entire tankage of a methane tank on a booster really doesn't need a whole lot of access. So that's why I think you just don't see anything there. But yeah, it is kind of weird how open it is at the top.
And then when you think when you think about it, once you have those 3 grid fins, all the work platforms and everything are clear of the grid fins. And then you don't really have to worry about banging the grid fins into anything when you go move boosters around.
The strangely sized wall section above the bridge cranes for the stacking aisle or wing is interesting.
What was it? That little overhang piece? BJ, I'm trying to remember what it was, what it was, but there's like 2 sets of them, and they go almost across
They're all they cross all over all 4. Yeah, I'd put my money on it being something related to the bridge crane installation.
Yeah, that's for I think lifting up the trolley.
Because they're right above the rails.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's just above the 12th floor, and the rails will be just below the 12th floor.
Yeah.
Because the rails are basically at that point they're 90. It's like 95 meters then, give or take 94. Because their 12th floor is 96. I think 96 meters.
Yeah, give and take, because the 10th floor or the 11th floor is 10 feet shorter than the rest.
Anyway, they got a lot of breathing room even with an 80-meter tall booster compared to a Mega Bay 1.
But is that including their fake floor, their elevated mezzanine that they work from?
So if you include a transport stand, how high is I forget how high a transport stand is. The work platforms are like those aren't that tall.
But I mean, you look in the bays; they're 5 meters or so off the ground at least.
Yeah, but still, that still gives you 10 meters of clearance or more. So you got your transfer aisle bridge crane at about 94 meters, 95 in that realm, give or take, and then you've got a booster on a transport stand, or for that matter, with SVNTs or on a work stand, and that'd be about 85, 86 meters tall. So
then you need
still have a decent
loads
amount of clear room.
and then you need the block for and the hook assembly for the bridge crane to whatever lifting fixture you have.
Yeah, it should be enough. Should be.
I mean, it gets to the point where the dimensions of these are kind of limited by the diameter at some point.
Well, yeah, I think block 4 is the most you're going to be able to stretch it. If they really wanted to make anything bigger, they'd have to go to they'd probably have to go to 10 or 12 meters.
10 or 12, yeah.
Yeah, at which point all your infrastructure and your pads and everything become useless, and you have to redesign everything from the ground up.
Yeah, I mean, Falcon is very unusual with how its height to width diameter ratio. It puts it kind of on the extreme end of the scale.
Yeah, New Glenn 9X4 is going to look weird.
N1 vibes.
I really don't know what it's going to look like in the end of it, but it looks like it's going to be vertically integrated, I think. But we'll see.
Come on, give us an N1 vibes.
You want a truss hot stage ring?
I mean, I'm getting one.
Yeah, we've got one. We got one.
I want the flare. I want the flare at the base. I want the.
Oh, that's what you want.
Yeah.
That's what Super Heavy should do. It should flare at the base and stick another ring of engines out there. So how big of a ring?
Like a ring of 40.
Yeah.
No, have the extra ring, and then have it also be I'm blanking on the term, but like the Atlas 5 or stage and a half designed, so those drop away mid ascent, and then just parachute down.
An extra ring of 40, yeah.
I would say
space stuff. You just have a disposable extra ring of 40 that drops away mid ascent.
And flies back and lands on a drone ship.
Yeah.
Or no, they bring back Mystery and Mischief and just have a giant net out there that just comes down and plops right in a big net.
Too bad they don't have the JFK anymore. It's out of their barge.
Hey. The ghost of CVN 65 still exists.
True.
You just need to put machinery back in. Or, and here's another one, because it's due to be decommissioned soon. Just take the USS Nimitz.
Yeah, I was just.
It's still operational. It's still operational.
Just need to buy it before
Just buy the USS Nimitz from the U.S. Navy.
Yeah,
there you go.
They already sell them to the scrap people for like $1 or something. So just pay them like $5. I'm sure they'll be happy to take the extra $4.
Well, for the $4, I expect them to service all the Westinghouse steam equipment.
What would the Starship program use the catapults for?
Launching the Cybertrucks into the water where they belong.
They're waterproof, you know.
Single stage to orbit.
Single stage to the surf.
Oh! Using it to launch drones for camera views for super heavy launches.
Okay, it's a bit excessive, but sure.
So stick the Nimitz offshore in the Gulf, and you're launching drones for camera views and stuff. There you go. That's what you can use catapults for.
What do you want? A supersonic drone?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What? You don't? Okay.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
I mean, FPV drones to enforce the keep of the exclusionary zone.
Oh dear Lord!
Too soon.
I don't think we need that many fiber optic cables going all over the place.
No, these are going to be the old generation that'll just talk straight to Starlink.
Okay, yeah, the completely unsecured ones.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, you just buy the USS Nimitz. You know, if you service that nuclear reactor, it's good for the next 25 years.
That's why I said for the extra $4, I expect all the Westinghouse equipment to be given a once over. I mean, we're paying 4 times more than they were expecting, so they need to throw a little sweetener in the deal.
Yeah.
The funny thing is I'm kind of surprised they haven't scrapped CVN-65 yet, but I think it's taken forever to decommission everything, especially the nuclear reactor.
I mean,
kind of gets sticky when you're dealing with radioactive stuff.
You could do the Soviet way and just pick an area up in the Arctic and just take the plasma torches and eat it.
Or sink it.
That's what they do. They cut and drop the reactor, the sealed reactor out. Which, to be fair,
they could sink it
What's
like
that?
USS Antietam.
Spin launch.
Hopefully not with reactors.
Yeah.
No, not with reactors.
I mean, to be fair, if you go back and recover the reactor after it cools off, after about 50 years, and cool off, I mean, from the hot, the more short-lived decay products, it's sort of the same as keeping it in a cooling pond.
Yeah, the finished lift on the booster, by the way.
I don't know why it's not moving. Should be going back yet, but I guess it's not.
They're being mean.
I'd be curious if the winds are the reason for it, because Rocket Ranch Outpost is seeing 41 mile an hour gusts right now.
What could possibly go wrong?
Bring some more counterweights. You'll be fine.
She's loose. She's out of the chopsticks and everything.
Closure ends in an hour, but when have they ever cared about that?
And they'll just give themselves an extension.
They know somebody.
Though, when they get this close to shift change, they don't roll anything because then they create a gigantic traffic jam. So, like in this case, what they'll do is they would, if they can't roll it before shift change, they'll just wait till midnight and roll it then, or like 10 p.m. So it's done a lot in the past.
How about the ASU stuff?
Sorry?
She doesn't care.
ASU?
I mean, she could take her victory lap over the VFD trailer, but
I'm not getting any images downloading.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything new recently either, Stephanie.
The image download's not working.
You don't have the super secret link?
Nope. I wish. I don't give that out to anybody,
So it does exist. Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Oh, that's a nice shot.
I know we had heard that SPMT had parked over by Hoppy, so we were thinking maybe they were getting ready to move that control bunker over to the ASU.
It's installed.
Nice. That's what I was looking for.
Hey, who said that on the...
It's even in the pictures. You can see it installed over at
do we have a picture?
Right. Opa!
Who said last week on the shows they were going to do that this week?
I don't know. Who said it?
I know I was hoping for it for sure, and
I know
Alex,
I said
Alex was hoping for it.
I wasn't hoping. I said they were going to move it. It's a big difference.
He's the insider. We've got a plant.
No, I mean it was the plates and stuff they had in place.
Yeah,
was
foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
Nice.
The other fun part about this picture is that semi in the roundabout is the container they loaded in Sanchez at the beginning of the flyover.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's going for a sight sewing tour. So they didn't turn that bunker around, did they? They drove straight past and then backed in. going to be interesting where they got around that corner or not. But I reckon they could have got that SPT around that corner, or maybe.
They probably
Maybe.
drove it straight towards the ASU itself and then backed from there.
Yeah, they
So-
did. They drove past and then backed it
not,
back in.
not on the road, but where that dirt goes over to where the cold box is. They drove up there and then did a backed in, so it'd be
here.
less of an angle.
I see. Backed in that way.
It wouldn't be as sharp of a turn they'd have to make when they as they backed up.
Those could just sort of spin in place. I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
the whole.
It was only 16
whole-
axles. It certainly would have been able to make the turn if they needed to.
I mean, yeah,
We've
can't
seen
they-
them make ridiculous turns before. It's not like it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen them just spin around their midpoint too. So I'm like,
Like a carousel.
exactly.
Remember when they used to hit the bankers' dirt over here? Was it here at the build site? They used to almost touch the dirt or get bogged on the side of the road.
Right. Where they were burying wheels half down for a little while there.
Cool. It's good to see the bunker in place. So that's where that one's going. I'm still not sure it's going over in that corner over there. Over on this end here, maybe nothing after all.
Where your hand is?
Well, at this end here, there seem to be a lot of conduit, and at that over on that far side in the compressors, there seem to be a lot of conduits too.
Matt had a photo of the cooling towers at was it
from Tesla?
With a gigabit?
From
Tesla.
Austin. Yeah.
Yeah. Where they have their ponds where they blow the or degas the cooling water.
Ah, ponds.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
I'll forward it to you.
Yeah, and that whole area on that bit looks very much like that.
Thank you.
Yep, sent you 2 separate ones there.
Matt, you'll be excited. There's a lot of work going on over at the old fleet maintenance area too.
Ooh. I get excited by the small things.
Oh, these tanks.
Yep. Looks very similar to what's going on over at the ASU. But obviously the ASU will be smaller than this, and probably a slightly different design, but you can kind of see the workings there a bit.
There was a question in chat where they were asking, what's your favorite area of Starbase to photograph, and which area sees the most changes between flyovers?
Rio West. Just kidding.
The funny thing is you're not kidding.
Well, I mean, I do like the external sites for sure, but...
You created a whole show about it, after all, remember?
Right? Speaking of, Starbase expanded Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central, if you guys are interested.
For me, it's pad 2 and the pump farm. To be honest, the new pump farm, the way they're doing all this new modular design around the pump farms, and the way pad 2 is all put together, it's pretty cool. Well, the rockets too, but the GC, yeah, for sure.
Rockets, whatever. Everybody has a rocket.
Should I say speak for yourself? No, I won't say that. Alrighty, looks like we're heading on home. So we'll definitely have all the images when we get onto our show and tell later on today. But for now, I don't seem to have any new images. But Matthews is also a really pretty cool place too, I guess. So it looks like we're heading back to the aerodrome. Back to the runway. There's some really nice photos. We were really lucked out with the weather today that clouds open up, as you can see here, so there was not too many clouds around. We've got some really, really nice photos like this one, and we'll have some awesome show and tell time a bit later on this afternoon for all your Patreon members and YouTube members. Be sure to look out for the link, for the YouTube link. We'll stay with us just for now. We'll see if we can go get you more images. And we're still up at altitude, are we? What's going on? Going back to Massey's, yep, okay, at the lower altitude of 4,000 feet. I'm not sure what I saw. Oh, I must have saw that track thinking we're going home. And it looks like we're doing another trip around Massey's. Get some of those lower level photos. We do have a few hours of focus on Massey's each week. Yeah, aerodrome. Yeah, well, it is an aerodrome. What we call them. Airport aerodrome.
Jaws Got a Tube has another question for you guys. He's not sure if you've already discussed this, but he's wondering, what do you think that black structure is at pad 1?
The embeds for the GSC bunker. It's upside down.
I believe that image had it, yeah. So it'll be sitting like just inside the concrete in here, yeah, with these sticking down into the concrete?
Yeah, it's a bit different than the other one because the propellant trench, it looks like they're cheating the height of the lower propellant level to make up the difference as a floor.
Yep, for the difference of the base of the tower, yeah, that little, we'll drop it down a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and there's ground photos and on the high res of these 2 weeks ago, you could see the Nelson studs at the back where correspond to where the main column supports go for the bunker A-frames.
Yep. Very cool. CYKKMM, what does that mean, Ratio?
Probably see you guys.
Cool. Yep, we're definitely doing some laps around Massey's. It's cool. Looks like we might get some, pictures from the back of Massey's here. We've got right next to the border there, Mexico there. That's pretty good flying there.
Might
Be
actually
careful.
get to see that patch of possible heat shield tiles.
So that's what 100 knots. 100 knots ground speed going that way. 80 knots, sorry. Which way is the wind's going? This way, I think. Down the page. But no, the wind's going up the page. Let me see, they took off, yeah, down the page, so the wind's going up the page. Would have been a bit of a crosswind maybe too. So, go ahead.
No worries. I was just saying Cameron has a question and they're wondering, when do you think Massey's will expand?
Not for a while yet. They've got a heap of paperwork to get through and a heap of things to happen, and then yeah, it'll be a hot minute.
They're definitely working on it, though. They have put in the requests.
Land swap has to go through.
Yep. Which is something we tend to talk about in depth sometimes on Starbase Expanded, Tuesdays at 6 p.m.
always finding that perfect segue there, Matt.
Well, I think the friendly wagers should be sneaking on and racing on the pump track.
Yes.
We're going to have heaps of good photos of Massey's today. And the rest of the sites. Gee, you did a heap of circle work out here when we're climbing there before. That's pretty cool.
Getting the reps in.
Sort of circle work, figure 8 work. There's a bit of donut work. Doing a few doughies over the launch site. Okay, do a few doughies.
I do love it when he's above the clouds and the clouds are patchy like this.
Yes.
So what's a big tent at the end of Highway 4 for? Sorry, I'm a simple folk.
Stuff and things.
The big tent at the end of Highway 4.
Yeah, Mr. Squirrel Brain over here is just...
This weekend is the beach cleanup.
Okay. Turtle cleaning. Yay.
Oh, not a rabbit hole, a turtle hole. I mean, whatever.
I want to clean
turtle
a turtle.
races. Turtle races.
Yeah, now you're talking.
But
Gimme.
they're cleaning the beach. They're not doing anything with the turtles just yet.
Is it for the turtles sanctuary people, or are they just cleaning it to be good stewards?
It's SpaceX, isn't it? Doing it to be good stewards.
Yeah, I think it's one of their annual or semi-annual beach cleanup days.
Nice.
Now the plane's heading back to the aerodrome. Don't you ever call an aerodrome in America?
Back when we had like biplanes.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, we still call them aerodromes.
Airport?
Yeah, back before,
Yeah. Alex, you meant back when we invented airplanes.
Oh.
There is that.
Now that's debatable. There was an Australian airplane being invented too at the same time.
Burn.
And Houdini flew an airplane in Australia too?
Whoever came in second as a first. Never mind. That's just rude. See, that's a difference of being an American American. We only think about us.
No, you don't. You got yourselves all totally wrong there. Sorry. With all due respect, I like my American friends.
What's an American American?
An average American?
Arrogant American?
Yeah, you said American American.
Arrogant.
Oh, sorry.
The norm.
Yeah.
The ones that don't know any geography except for America. So, someone said you need war to learn geography or something. Wasn't that someone said that somewhere along the line?
I mean, if you have a deep water navy that can actually project force, then yeah. But if you don't, well, you're on your island.
Anyway, enough American bashing. You're a nice bunch of people.
I mean, who's running out of fuel right now? Oh, sorry, Australia.
Hey, they put plants on the first level finally.
Did they install them?
Looks like it.
Yay!
Nice subject change there, Matt. That was classic. That was just spot on. Good job.
It's true though. You can see them down there. They weren't on the first level forever.
What kind of plants?
Fake ones.
Are they fun plants? Evil plants? Poisonous plants? Mind-expanding plants? What kind of plants are we talking?
Pessimistic
Are they
flesh-eating?
Flesh-eating plants? I mean,
what's his name from Little Shop of Horrors? The plant.
Seymour.
Seymour.
Never
That's
seen that movie.
Seymour.
Oh gosh, what have I done?
You've ruined us all.
And you don't even know because you haven't seen the movie.
And my work here is done. See y'all.
I'm pretty sure we're getting fuel at the moment. We're getting fuel we get our fuel from from Asia, so we're kind of okay.
You sure about that?
You done
That
triggered
would be
Steph. Stop
incorrect.
that.
In comes the voice of God.
Or Zach.
Or Zach.
All right, very good. Heading back to base. Oh, look at that guy go. Who are you? Well, 36,000 feet. I guess he's a bit out of our. He's not going to hit us. All right, coming into land. All right. So I'm not sure. Let me see if it's updated now, whether Starlink's working better now.
No, it just died.
Oh, yeah. I see. All right, so heading back to base. So, yeah, thank you. We're going to sort of wrap up soon, I guess. So thanks to everybody in YouTube for flying with us today. Here you go. Put your things in the upright thingy and your things somewhere where they're supposed to be and get ready to land.
Holy cow.
I don't fly very often. It might show. Although I'm booked for a flight to Brisbane in late May, which is going to be cool. One bunker. So the show and tell will be usually in a few hours from now. So we'll be looking at that a bit later on.
Marcia was saying 7:30 Central Time.
7:30 Central, cool. Now, can you convert that? Can you convert that to Aussie time?
No, but I'll post it in Discord and it'll automatically convert it for your benefit.
It does. So when is the show and tell going to be? Well, Yazada, we just said, what was it again, Andy?
7:30 p.m. Central Time.
Central Daylight Time, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good.
So what's that? 1 o'clock in morning UK, yeah?
Find out in this. Yeah, that'll show in Patreon Lounge. When Indy posts it.
Yep. Give me like 15 minutes and I'll have it posted in the Discord.
Very good. Hans Trainer, thanks, Bob. We appreciate your positive feedback there. Awesome. We seem to get a good response for these live stream flyover day, so we appreciate everyone's positive feedback on it and your continued support in both YouTube over there and Discord over here. So it's only it makes the flights actually possible. So thank you very much. Oh, what has Todd got? What are they? Opossums, are they? What are they?
Yeah, that's what they are.
Those are possums we found under the hood of a car today.
Like in the workshop in a person's car.
There is a mother possum somewhere freaking out.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's so cute. Just so YouTube can see what the hell we're talking about. Yeah, Todd found some opossums or possums? You call them opossums, don't you?
Oh, we call them possums. They're spelled opossum, I believe, but we just call them possums. At least here we do.
Okay, cool. They're like the one out of the Hedge. What's it called? Beyond the Hedge? The Head Movie Hedge from Pixar, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Grown up, man, they are mean.
Yeah, they have nails that'll kick your patootie. Did they drive that car over there with the possums in it? under the hood?
Yeah, it was here for something completely different. And one of the guys saw a tail run away, and we started looking and started tearing things apart. And as we kept going, we kept finding more.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Matt, do you want to finalise the stream? Thank you, everybody in Discord there for your input today.
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to thank everybody for being part of the stream and all of our co-hosts and everybody who put in information and chatted about the pictures and stuff. Todd, BJ, Ryan, Alex, Steph. We got Indy handling questions and donations. And we got Jake and a whole bunch of people. Zach for a split second. And speaking of Zach, we have our normal weekly stream tomorrow. Zach will be hosting and Ryan Hansen will be joining as well. We will have Todd and Alex, so it'll be a good one tomorrow. As you guys saw, we have a lot of great pictures that came through and many more to go. So also to mirror what was said earlier, the show and tell stream will be tonight at 7:30 Central, and tomorrow's stream will be at our regular time of 12 p.m. Central. So until then, love, peace, and chopstick rail grease.